It's a great question. How would you as an individual decide how to participate, or indeed whether or not to? And in writing this book, Alice and I, my co-author, wanted to be very thoughtful, not just in presenting all of the opportunities, and there are a lot of them in the book, 9 in fact ways for you to participate in early stage technology and in the fifth era. But we also wanted to be thoughtful, to allow each person to come to the right conclusions for them as individuals, because this is not the right thing for everyone to participate in. And in fact, every time the world goes through these types of enormous, unprecedented eras of change, for many people, participating is not the right decision. So we laid out in the book some simple questions to ask. And we certainly encourage everyone to be very thoughtful about those questions. On the one hand, you need to really understand the type of person you are. Do you enjoy taking the leadership and the first step into areas that are not really well understood? Do you enjoy taking risk? And do you like to be at the leading edge of a new area of discovery? Some people do. For some people, they prefer to wait. They would be more comfortable once things become more established, once they can see patterns and trends, once they can do more detailed analysis, perhaps. And then there are another group of people who simply don't want to make their own decisions. They want to rely upon others, on experts. And in fact, most of us do that today in our financial investing, for example. We rely upon advisors and other people, and for some people that's the right choice, that's the right decision. So we have one dimension, which is your personal stance vis-a-vis taking risk and the desire that you have to be at the leading edge of change. Another question, of course, is what is the personal experience? Have you been an entrepreneur before? Have you been an active investor, an angel investor, a venture capitalist? Do you have the ability to create an incubator or support early stage companies with services and so on? So we ask those questions in the book. And then the last area has to do with the assets and capabilities you bring to the table. Do you have capital that you can afford to invest and potentially lose? Do you have insights, relationships, networks that you can bring to help the companies you back or that you launch succeed? And again, for many of the people who will be watching this video, they may actually have corporate assets. They may represent companies or firms that bring something to the table too. And that can be a very powerful piece of the equation. So in the book, we outline these questions that you need to ask, and we leave it to the reader to go through that thought process. This is not a place to just run into willy-nilly without carefully thinking through what makes sense for you. But we hope our book will allow everyone to get to the right option for them, even if that option is not to participate at all.